Hi, my name is Jasen. I'm the owner of Jolie Skin Studio located here in Manhattan, and today we're going to go over a signature facial. I'm going to walk you through the steps and the products that I use inside my treatment room in order to achieve glowing skin. So to a glass cleaning bowl, I'm going to add water and 2 of my reusable sponges. For the first cleanse, we're going to use a purifying cleanser. This one is by Casamera. So with the first cleanse, you want to be able to break down all the oil production that's on the skin and then go on with the second cleanser to pick everything up. So I do this step for about 30 to 60 seconds. For my second cleanse, I like to go and use the special cleansing wash by Dermalogica. This is great for all skin types. When cleansing the skin, you always want to do it for at least 60 seconds for the best product penetration. Now that we're done with the cleansing, the next step you want to head to is exfoliation. This can be a number of different things like physical or chemical exfoliation. For my physical exfoliation, I like to go in with something gentle. This is Dermalogica's Daily Milk Exfoliant. This is an oat-based formulation, which is very nurturing to the skin. So with a drop of water inside my mixing bowl, I go in and I add the milk exfoliant. This adds just a nice touch for the client. You're going to use a fan brush and this will set up. So to pick up the product, you want to go in with a nice warm towel. This just elevates the client experience while removing the exfoliation. And then I like to just compress the warm towel against the client's chest, making them even more relaxed inside the treatment room. Halfway through, you always want to check on your client and ask them how they're doing. How do you feel?
Amazing.
The next step is going to be a chemical exfoliation. I like to go in with a superficial peel. The peel that I'm going to use today is by Face Reality. It's a 20% lactic acid peel. It's a superficial peel and it needs to be neutralized once you apply it to the client's skin. Always make sure when dealing with acids that you are wearing gloves, and this will just help you prepare for the next step after exfoliation, which would be extractions. So to apply the peel, I like to use a 4x4 gauze that I have cut in half. Now, you always want to do a patch test before applying any peel to a client just to make sure they can tolerate it. So I'm going to go in with one swipe. How does that feel?
Feels fine.
So I always tell clients on a scale of 1 to 5, tell me where they're at. This way I can better gauge how deep the peel is penetrating into the skin. So next I'm going to go in and neutralize the peel. So now that we have successfully done cleansing and exfoliation, you will have now set the skin to be ready for extractions. The next step before extraction, I like to go in with a Desecration Solution. This helps bring all the oil production and soften up the sebum under the skin, making it easy for extraction. Once I've applied everything to the skin, I'm going to go in with the steamer and let her steam for about 3 minutes. Now that she's done steaming, I go in with a 4x4 that I've split in half and start my manual extraction. See, with one pass, you were able to extract some of the blackheads and the whiteheads. This helps you control your pressure, and this is why it's important to use a Desecration Solution. So these are the sebum filaments that are coming out due to us doing the extractions. And they just kind of pop to the surface with a little bit of pressure. Now that we're done with extractions, we're going to remove our gloves, and then you tone the skin, and then we head to the next step, which is high frequency. After extractions, I like to go in and tone the skin. I'm going to be using the Moisturizer Balance Toner by Face Reality. After toning the skin, this is the step where I like to add my serums before high frequency, because high frequency is going to kill the bacteria and help for product penetration. In my hand, I have Niacinamide serum, and I'm going to go in with a pump of Salicylic serum. You can use any serum that you need that is tailored to your client's skin conditions. Depending on what serums I use, I always explain to the client that they might feel a tingling sensation. Next, I'm getting the skin ready for high frequency. Remember, when doing high frequency, you want to tap on the bowl first, hold it until it reaches the client's skin, and then let go. This will stop you from shocking the client. Now that we're done with this step, the next step, I'm going to go in with the hydration mask. This is where you can use any type of mask, a clay mask, a hydro jelly mask, but today I'm going to use a sheet mask. Here, I let this sit on the client's skin for about 3 minutes. This is also a step where you can use your ice globes or perform facial massage movements. So now we're going to remove the face mask, and then we're going to opt in for moisturizer and sunscreen. During the moisturizer portion, this is where I do a very small lymphatic facial drainage. This is going to help sculpt the skin and keep your client relaxed. The last step is protection. I'm going to go in with the Skin Medica sunscreen. And we're finished. This is an amazing facial and steps to use when you're a newly licensed esthetician or you want to offer a basic facial using no modalities. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, and subscribe, and also join my esthetician community. The link will be linked below.